Ah, great day, guys. We're getting right back into what's going on today. And if you haven't been here before, I'm JohnBerfelo, and we're talking about our outdoor grow for 2026 and beyond. What we going on here? First, this plant here, as you can see, it's all prepped and wrapped. Check this out. I got this one already after it's split down the middle. There was a big storm about a month ago. You can go back and check some of the old videos, and this is all split here. We actually repaired it. Now we're getting into trimming and getting ready for what? The buds that are coming. This is the first week of August. It's 2026 and beyond. This was the test grow. Who doesn't do tests? Put up your hand. You have to test and learn, right? And we look for the patterns when we're testing and learning. So as I'm getting this one growing here, this one's in a pot. You can see this one. This was the big test. You ready for it? In the ground. We put this one directly in the ground. Boom. For the first time, I did a big test on growing from the ground and then from in pots. Now this plant is definitely sturdier. You can see its growth, and I think it's going to get taller than this one. Maybe not, maybe not. That's the best thing about learning and growing together here, guys. And that's what I've been doing, learning and growing and always paying attention to different patterns, pattern recognition, pattern utilization, pattern recreation. So I'm getting ready and already thinking about next year is I'm putting a few more right down there. That's going to be a lot of fun. So as we get ready into the pattern recognition, you can see how the plants are growing. Definitely go back and check out some of the old videos on this. I did one on here. I did one on what? The next stages. The next stages, you ready for it? You ready for it? Boom, right here, guys. Here's the big stages. As we get things going with the MediKush, it's in the big pot there. I'm getting ready for this stage two. This has got to be staked. I'm gonna get ready for these big buds too, and how do I want to actually get this one prepared for the next big growth. Oh, water's running. Boom. Okay, 1 second, putting on pause. Perfect, guys. We came back here. You know the best thing about growing outdoors when you leave the water on? It's just running into the ground. That's why I always had on my door, check your water, right? Check your water, check your plants, right? Remember, feed water, feed water. Right now, we have the Medi genetics, Medi-One, Medi-Line. This is what I've been got going on here, guys. Berfelo genetics is something I've been working on. What are you working on right now? And where do you see yourself going into? Are you preparing? Are you getting things ready? You have to prepare. You have to watch the patterns through growth. I've been doing this for decades, and one thing I've actually seen is how I watch for patterns, and I have to pay attention to these different seasons. As we get in the first week of August, we start getting into what? Defoiling, cleaning this out. I did a whole video on it. And what are we doing? I keep working away on it. Why? The 1% a day. The 1% a day. 1% turns into 100% over time. Always working, always maintaining, and getting right in here and checking it out. And now a little bit of yellowing down here. Some worm castings, lack of nitrogen, maybe as the weeds come up yellowing in the bottom. Here's some key things you start noticing, guys. If you see yellowing in the bottom of your plants, you're probably lacking nitrogen. These are some key developments you're going to start seeing. And if you have nitrogen deficiency, it's going to start coming up from the bottom, going all the way up. These are some key factors. You got to look at that, right? We do not want to have nitrogen deficiencies. Why? Well, they're early stages of what's happening. So we just keep growing. We keep doing what we love doing, and we stay focused. We get clear and we get the best tools and results by aligning exactly what you want to grow and how you want to grow it. So I'm always looking for patterns. I'm looking for ways that have to be what's happening and seeing and looking at the plant. It tells you what it needs. When the leaves are drooping, it needs water. When the leaves are curling up, it's being fed too much, right? Let's pay attention to the patterns that we see in our plants and how they utilize that. And as time you start getting it, it becomes part of your tool belt. A very easy system you're able to use and utilize, and it's like that. It just gets done, right? These are key things what we look at. So make sure you utilize the tools that you have. If you don't have the tools, build the tools. Get more systems. Find the systems that are going to work for you. And this is the system that I've created for myself, right? So I got my 3 to thrive. Got my 4 to drive. Then I got this one in the ground here that's just doing fantastic. You know what I mean? And that's the best thing about my growth. And that's the best thing what I love doing here every day. And I got someone knocking on the fence, which is pretty cool. You guys, I'm going to keep going here. I want you to do exactly what you want. I want you to commit to what you want to receive in life and see it. Write it down. Write down exactly what you can do. So these We're going to get ready for a big season. We're going to be growing indoors. This is going to be the end of the season. I got a lot of. Why didn't I just take you there? You want to go? We've been working on the room, getting lights ready, getting things all ready for this, for the next stages. Boom. Yes. We got lights in here. I'm pulling in lights. New lights here. We're bringing the alias back into the room. Boom. As we're still hang drying, we got the CO tanks running in here.